Enforcing bylaws with JMPT. We have got EMS here. We are also looking at undocumented foreigners. We've got immigration officers here. You would have seen in this building we've just arrested 3 illegal immigrants. The immigration officer checked their documents. They brought passports. They said they were stamped, and he found that those stamps are old, therefore they are illegal. But we are also looking at the illegal connection of electricity. We have just found a building now here with an illegal meter. So they've been using electricity without paying. They owe the city 5.8 million. Rents with the statement that was pulled out yesterday, and which means they might be owing the city 15-20 million because they've been using electricity illegally continuously. Because when we look at the meter box here outside, that meter box is not in the system of city power, it's not in the system of the city of Johannesburg. We are going to the next building now. We are done here, we have disconnected. We are going to the next building, and we are not just doing things. The building next door to that one, they've just showed us proof that they are paying, and indeed there was confirmation with the office. Their meter is in order, is in the system. They will be left connected. We are now going into a hotspot area from here. That's where we are driving. It's Saturday today. We have no time for Durban July. We are working throughout Saturday. We'll work throughout Sunday. We must make a living hell for those who hijack our buildings, for those who don't pay services for the city of Johannesburg.
The city of Johannesburg mayor is currently conducting a raid. While the operation, it forms, as I've mentioned, that it forms a part of the law enforcement effort, joined by heavily armed private security. There's Metro Police here as well, and the technicians just to check the meter boxes as well. And the city of Johannesburg has made it clear that it plans to reclaim all hijacked properties and return them to the city's inventory, with the goal of eventually attracting private partners to invest in and develop this space as well. Griselda Kulnene also highlighted that another problem they are facing is undocumented foreign nationals. Let's just hear what they are saying right now, what's happening right now. We're just going to follow the mayor, Kenny Kulnene, just to see what's happening now. Well, this effort, Griselda have mentioned, that is part of the city's crackdown, just to reclaim the inner city, Griselda. Well, we're just getting inside one of the buildings, one of the rooms. Just going to allow my colleague.
What time is mother? Wait.
Well, Griselda, we're inside one of the rooms now. They are checking the building. Okay, there's 3 kids inside.
Right now we are here at Buffalo Court, which is in Windsor, and we've just found a few illegal immigrants. I don't know how many that we have taken. This building is unsafe. This building has been assessed by EMS. This building harbors criminals. You would have seen those that were lying on the ground. But now we are going to look for the people that are controlling this building. GFIS is busy processing this building. However, criminality happens in this building. We've been getting these tip-offs, but the building is very much unsafe.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, Griselda, there you have it. Now they are going to another room, Griselda. I'm sorry, Griselda, you were breaking. I couldn't hear what you were saying. Let's just see what's happening right now.
Ula. Ulimiamo. Also. Buena poncho. Poncho ma.
Who's here? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you go in first, please. She's a female. Who's here?
Well, Griselda, as I've mentioned, Griselda, that the executive mayor, the acting executive mayor, Kenny is conducting a raid, cracking down on illegal immigrants and illegal immigrants and hijacked buildings. Well,
yeah, we don't take you.
I don't know. I just came.
Hey,
Check here.
come.
Go.
The other ones.
Open yourself.
Other one way.
Hello.
Don't run away.
Puma! Out!
So let's pass.
Yeah!
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Let me go stay with the mayor, please.
Camera.
Yes, we see cameraman later with the technical please.
Well, Griselda, this action is part of the city's broader plan to combat urban
And
city.
who you living with here?
Now when you are not 60
My
men.
mom.
Where's your passport? Yeah.
That's empty.
You don't have a passport.
You sure you living with your mom and not with these boys here?
No.
Where's your mom?
There's a man. In the room.
There's a man in this room.
Yeah, but he's a trick.
Where is Poncho Mastens?
He stays down there, up there.
She doesn't stay here. Okay, let's go. Where's your passport?
Well, Griselda, what I can tell you right now is that the city has made it clear that it plans to reclaim all hijacked properties and return them to the city's inventory, and with the goal of eventually attracting private partners to invest in and develop these spaces.
So far, I can account for around 20. There's one that was just arrested now after hitting a police officer when they tried to get his papers. Fortunately, he was arrested. He's in the van. So we are working around 20 that we have arrested for sure. The immigration officer has checked their credentials, and indeed they are illegal.
Can you please run us through today's process or operation?
Today we focused on Randburg and Windsor, where we have cut illegally connected electricity. One building owed 5.8 million, the other building owed over 2.3 million, and the other building was around 2 million. The other building we are not sure, but two buildings were connected on one substation, and we cut all the wires off. We disconnected that illegal connection. So we also came to a supermarket here because where the meter was supposed to be, we could not find it. But then they took us to where the meter is. So that is the work that we are doing by law enforcement in terms of trading, but also enforcement of immigration laws. With illegal immigrants, those who don't have papers. We have found those who have got the right papers, and we have left them. But those who do not have papers, van. You don't have papers, van. Your passport has got old stamps, van. So there is absolutely no mercy. But what I am proud of this particular operation is that there is a block of flats where city officials were told that a bribe was paid yesterday, and therefore they can't come again today. And they told them that you are not supposed to pay bribes. You are going to be arrested for paying bribes. You must bring the person that you paid the bribe to. I am proud that when we went back to that building, they showed us evidence that they have paid the 58,000 that they were owing to the city of Johannesburg. So that is what this operation wants to achieve. We want to cut those that are stealing electricity, but also make those that are paying are not paying but can afford, and they are paying 500,000 bribes that they must go and pay. So the operation is very successful. We are going to increase revenue of the city of Johannesburg as long as we become consistent with this type of operation. But this is a pandemic of how many buildings have connected illegally. I'm not talking about houses. I'm talking about blocks of flats that have connected illegally. This is billions and billions. Imagine how many buildings are in the city of Johannesburg that are hijacked. So it's a serious pandemic. It's terrible. And as the city, we need to prioritize the cutting off of that electricity, but also look at buildings that are registered that are also not paying rates.
Well, regarding the illegal electric connections, we are going to make sure that we enforce the laws and each and every building comply with the laws. And also, these operations, we are going to intensify it. It's a mayoral service delivery operation. We are going to intensify it. What I can assure you, want to assure our residents that we are going to clean Johannesburg, we are going to reclaim all the hijacked buildings, and we are going to enforce bylaws. There's going to be an order in the city of Johannesburg. And what I can guarantee you, we're going to make sure that Johannesburg becomes the cleanest city in the world.
My name is Kenny and EFF, the acting executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg. We are going to do an inspection at some of the buildings. This is a multi-departmental program. We've got transport and JRAs also here. We are going to look at illegal connections. We are going to look at the hijacked buildings. But the buildings that the MMC through EMS has identified, EMS has done some reports on the risks in these buildings, and that is why today we are starting this program to go and do the disconnection of illegal connections, both water and lights. And then we are also we have invited Home Affairs, immigration. We are waiting for them, but they will find us on the way, or they are here. So immigration is also here. We'll also check those who do not have the right papers to be in the city of Johannesburg. And once we find them, then we find them then. That's why we've got so many vans here. We are putting them in the vans so that they can go to Lindela and go back to their countries. But we are cleaning Johannesburg. This is part of the revitalization program of the city of Johannesburg that Mayor Morero has launched already. And then tomorrow we are meeting here at Constance Bapela, the council chambers at 9 o'clock for our second program. And then at 2 o'clock we will converge tomorrow at JMPD offices in Randburg, and we will then give direction of what we are going to do. And from there we will then give direction. We are going to have a nightlife. We are going to have night programs tomorrow. We are dealing with Tsotsi. Tsotsi will run. Tsotsi will run. This is a program that we are doing. Criminals who are stealing the electricity of city of Johannesburg, who are connecting to residents, we are dealing with them. But we are also enforcing bylaws through JMPD so that our city becomes a crime-free city and becomes a illegal immigrant-free zone. Thank you very much.
Or do you want me to use passport?
You don't have papers? Okay, sure. This one does not have papers, he must go in. Okay. Let him go to the back. Where's the other ones? Where's the spoon? Those are not cheap.
There's no more permission.
They come at night.
You can't open for
They come at night.
I think when there is a night shift, it's starting.
I think some came in and out.
You can't jump in this thing out here on your inside.
Let's go upstairs.
Sorry.
We have to do a night shift this side.
Upepe mean when? Upepe mean when zingane mean? And then we tell umbane na. Who are you paying to? How much is the rent per month? Don't lie. I will arrest you. Don't lie. How much is the rent? How much is the rent? Don't lie. Don't lie. Eh? Any patal rent? How much? 700. 700.
Abanya 5, abanya
700. Upepe kai. Oh, MMC. Dumbe. Oh, it does a dumbe. Dumbe.
You see, we do what we do, and the lawyers come in, NGOs like Siri come in, and they delay the evacuation of people. From the city side, there's the political will, there's the moral will to evacuate the people. But we are delayed by the court processes that NGOs like Siri will then bring against the city. Lawyers that are sleeping very nicely in very nice homes, who are sleeping in something at the back of these people. So if these lawyers can come and sleep here and challenge the city, I will understand. But they come here with German cars. They come here with suits, cheap suits that they buy by the China Mall, and they come here and want to tell the city what to do. We are government. We have been voted for. We are not here because of civics. We are here because of the vote of the residents of Johannesburg. And we have to do what the residents ask us to do. Go to Randburg. People have been taken out of their houses in Randburg. The Nigerians have taken over the streets. Our children, our young girls are being human trafficked there. Drugs are a thing of every day, every corner. Somebody's selling drugs. So we cannot say that because Siri is going to take us to court, we're not going to take action. When people come forward and say, here's a building, we will go, we will do what we do. Siri can't stop us from cutting electricity. We've cut it. Let them go to court. And let the court come and tell us to come and connect. I said, when we were raiding with this man last year, I said, let the judges come and do inspection in local. Let the judge come and walk like us in here. And then he can go and make a judgment that the people must be kept in this building. That's what I said. No judge has ever come because they see our videos and they see how filthy these places are. And yet in the air-conditioned courts, they are telling us that people must stay in these places. When these places burn and people die, the same judges hold the city accountable. So what is fair? Then you've got commissions, MMCs must go and testify. I'll never go to a nonsense commission and testify. I will never. And I'm happy that I was not called, even with Usindiso, because they prevent us from doing the right thing. We are doing the right thing at this point in time, whether these people like it or not, but we are doing the right thing for them. And that's what we are going to do. It's our responsibility as the city to enforce bylaws. Thank you very much.
More building, by the way, have been reclaimed, by the way. No. More building, another one. 2 are done. Now we're going for Vinen Court and Casamia. Those are the biggest. We're going. Yeah, not 2.
We are not being discouraged by Siri and to courts. We respect the courts, but the judges must also come. In fact, this country must revisit the property rights, because property rights say you can't evict a person, but it does not define the person. Now, when a criminal has hijacked your house and you go to the police, the person has committed a crime, hijack. The police say you must find alternative accommodation in your house. So we need to revisit this property law so that it's clear on criminality. That when criminals have hijacked buildings, they must be evicted with the people that they put in there. Thank you very much. If you go on
Family, I'm back again with the issue of Joburg, illegal connection of electricity and the people who are hijacking the buildings of Johannesburg, and they are putting people in a very bad position. And they just take money for nothing from people, connecting electricity illegal. What we have seen EFF and the PA doing It's quite amazing, and this should be promoted, more especially for the illegal buildings, people hijacking these buildings. I don't understand. Where are the rightful owners of these buildings? How come the rightful owners? Because they should be traced and given a certain penalty for just dumping their buildings without contacting the city that this is the situation now. How can they have building that they don't know who stay in those buildings? This should be really serious. The city should be let know about all this kind of thing. You can't own a building in a city. And the city should make these people account, because every time when you don't receive any rates for those kind of buildings, that is when the city has to stand up and find out. You have missed 2 months. Don't tell me somebody has missed 6 years, 10 years, or 15 years. You can't tell me somebody owning a building can miss paying rates and levies for such a long time, and the electricity bill. Where are the city workers? Because by then, the people who are responsible for the city are the people who are letting us down, as far as I look at everything, because they should go to each and every way. Once they see there is a mispayment here, they must try to find the owner of the building. If they don't find the owner, they go to the building, try to find out who collects the rent, what is happening there. Then they would easily figure out exactly what is happening. But it seems like these people who are working for the city are not doing their job properly. Now, when they find out that their buildings are being hijacked, it's when they start to stand up and run around like they're doing anything. I just feel like, fine, they look like trying to bring everything in order, but something that is wrong with the people who are working in the city, responsible for the housing board and everything, because you can't at any given time that at some point you see somebody is not paying, you don't make a follow-up, because immediately somebody missed 2 months. There must be a follow-up. It's not supposed to be a year. It's not supposed to be 2 years. It's not supposed to be 3 years, because it means that particular person is bribing somebody in the city. The corruption should be traced within the city, because they cannot be buildings like they don't pay anything. They end up connecting city building, connecting illegal electricity. It doesn't make sense to me. Some people are responsible, like in the ID officers and the immigration. There is something wrong. That's why the people are being arrested, because there's a lot of bribe that is going on. So same thing, the departments should understand that if you are working in this department, if there are bills that are not paid, trace them. Who is not paying? Why is this person not paying? Go and switch off the electricity. Follow up. Do your investigation at all times, because there's always board meetings. When they're sitting in the board meetings, they should address this issue that we are having so much people that are not paying. We've got these buildings here. They're not paying electricity. Let's get people to go and investigate what is going on. But it's something like it was not happening. Now there are people who have hijacked the buildings and they have connected electricity illegal. Now they're starting to run. We are close to 2026 elections. We will see a lot of things happening, because people are trying to get votes. So to get votes, you must be seen doing something. So that is the case. Because there are people who have been in power for the longest time. How can cities be like this? Having hijacked buildings, does it make sense to anybody? Mina angiyiboni kahle lento lena. Angiyiboni ngempela nje ukuthi kukhona kunabantu abasebenza kumasipala. They are working for the city. Yini inkinga yabo? The accountants, they start and that they know which buildings where they've got the map of all the buildings. They've got names of who owns this building. So who is sitting on the job? That is causing all this kind of problem. Family, what do you think? Do you think the city is the one responsible for this, to allow such things to happen, or the buildings are hijacked because nobody cares about, more especially the people working in the city or working for the city? How come there can be people who can be owing for 2-3 months, but nobody goes and check? Then when they bring out all these figures that some they are owing 5 million, some are owing 20 million, it's something that has accumulated over time. So where were they? Because every bill comes to a certain office. They know when they do collections who didn't pay. Their system will show that this place has not paid, this place has paid. Family, just drop your comment. Do you think this is right? I don't think anything is working okay here. We are being fooled anyway, because when we see such things, we start to realize that no, somebody's sitting on his or her job. That should be traceable, because there's a lot of bribes that are going on. Drop your comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Bravo.